Welcome to Family Peace Initiative's Curriculum Blips. In this podcast, we provide fast and easy resources for facilitators using the FPI suite of curricula to help you prepare before stepping into a group room. Whether you're brand new to BIP facilitation or using drive time to refresh yourself on familiar concepts, these blips are intended to help you get in the right frame of mind as you head into group. You'll hear from seasoned staff and FPI curricula authors on the key concepts and goals of each lesson, as well as what to expect from group members in these conversations. Today, we're closing out Section 5 on Trust in Partnership. Steve Halley, co-founder and co-director of the Family Peace Initiative, walks us through our final section on bids for connection. Let's hear from Steve.
In week 3, Section 5, the Trust and Partnership section in the Professional Facilitator's Guide, what we're really talking about is the way to make your relationship sing, right? To really make it engaged. And what Gottman's research has shown is that couples who literally make these bids for connection, that they feel more positive and better about the relationship than couples who are not bidding for connection. And so understanding what these bids for connection are and what it's like for us when we make bids for connection and our partner accepts the bid versus making bids for connection and our partner rejects the bid. And I love to tell the story about, I was reading the book, I was understanding what Gottman was trying to teach, and I was trying to apply some of this to my relationship with Dorothy. And at the time, I was writing some songs, and when I get to writing a song, sometimes I would have to play it repetitively over and over, for weeks whenever I could have a moment to grab my guitar. And this one song was almost finished, and there was one line that I just couldn't quite figure out what should be the right statement there. And so one evening, Dorothy was in the office working on some of her PhD work, and I was in the living room strumming my guitar and trying to finish this song. And all of a sudden, it came to me. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is it. And I played it a couple times and it's like, oh, this does exactly what I wanted to do. I'm so happy about this. And I take my guitar and I run over to the office where Dorothy is sitting and working away on her computer. And I go, Dorothy, listen to this. And she gave me one of those, not even looking at me, over her shoulder, waving her arms like, go away, go away. And clearly I was making this bid for her connection, and Dorothy was just not interested. She was absorbed in what she was doing. And so I kind of took my guitar and, kind of stumbled back out to the living room and just strum. My feelings were hurt. I was, I wanted to share this. And within 5 minutes, Dorothy comes out and she says, so Steve, what did you want to share with me? And I just strummed my guitar and I said, and you can even imagine right? I just said, oh, never mind, right? So what Gottman was describing just played out beautifully. I felt rejected when I was making this bid for Dorothy's connection. And so she comes out and she makes a bid for my connection, and I just reject her bid back at her. And in the end, the relationship takes a hit. Neither one of us are feeling good about our connection with the other person. And so if we expand on that, right, Gottman talks about these bids for connection. It's fine to bring flowers and chocolates and do things that are kind of grand things. But he, again, goes back to the little things. It's the little, hey, how was your day? What would you like for dinner? Boy, I really like your outfit today. Questions that are an interest, that are inviting someone to engage in a conversation. And he says that the couples who are happy together tend to make more bids for connection. And couples who report not being happy in their relationship tend to make less bids, and the bids that they do make are oftentimes rejected. The other partner is not accepting them. And so, the whole idea of entering into a house, coming home from work, and your partner says, hey, how was your day, honey? Welcome home. And if you go fine and walk on back to your bedroom, it's kind of a rejection of a bid. But when a partner expresses interest and we're able to respond in a way to share some information and then maybe reciprocate, how was your day? All right, then people start feeling more connected and more content in the relationship. And so, when we're teaching Gottman's work, the building of the emotional bank account, right? The more bids that we accept, the better we feel about our relationship. And the better when we feel about our relationship, a partner can make a mistake and do something that wasn't helpful. And if our emotional bank account is, well stocked, if we're feeling good about the relationship, then the mistake or the misstep is just a harmless misstep. But if somebody's already feeling kind of soured by the lack of connections, the lack of bids being made or accepted, and then somebody makes a misstep, that can be a very explosive event. And John Gottman talks about the welfare of the emotional bank account and trying to make sure that is well stocked in our relationship with our partner, so that when those moments come when things don't go well, then there's a buffering effect going on by the positive emotional bank account. So I would encourage you to really explore with the groups how these are made, what kind of bids people make. What's it like when I make a bid and it is accepted by my partner? What is it like for me when I make a bid that is rejected by my partner? And can I recognize the same in my partner when I reject my partner's bids or I accept my partner's bids? We want to teach our group members to be watching for how to make their relationship sing. And the easiest way to do that is to concentrate on accepting bids when they are made within our relationship. And so I would encourage you to enjoy this section and have fun talking about how people experience making bids for connection in their own relationship, and see if you can't help them to get some real aha moments. So thanks. We'll start the section 6 with the next curriculum blip.
Thanks for preparing for your group with us today. If you have questions, stucks, or if there's a section of the curriculum you'd like to hear us explore in more detail, we'd love to hear from you. Email us at reception@familypeaceinitiative.com or submit a contact form on our website. Family Peace Initiative, working to serve our clients and community with compassion, integrity, and expertise.